Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome to TìandTarot, or welcome back to TìandTarot if you've been here before, if you're subscribed. So today's reading is a monthly predictions reading for March, and instead of crystals today, we've got pieces of jewellery to choose from, although this technically does have a crystal in it. But today's reading is a pick a pile or a pick a card reading. So if you don't know how to pick your pile, essentially just go for the one that you feel like energetically drawn to or intuitively drawn to. Or maybe there's like a special number that resonates with you, so that could be 1, 2 or 3, so you could pick out of that. Or there could be numbers in the timestamps that resonate with you that can help you pick your pile. You can also choose with your zodiac sign or a zodiac sign that resonates with you if you like, which I'll include in the timestamps below as well. Or you can choose with the object on top. So for pile 1, we've got some moon earrings with like a little angel and devil on one side each. So it's like, you know, you've got the good and the bad side. And they're so cute. And this one has a little booty. Wait. This one has, wait, no, it's not that one, it's this one. This one has a little booty. For pile 2, we have a little bat necklace. I actually woke up with like 2 indentations on my collarbone and I was like, what the hell is that? And then I put my necklace up to it and I was like, oh, I was leaning on it in the night, but it literally looked like a vampire mark. So I just thought it was funny because it's a bat. And then I ended up waking up with like a little vampire bite, basically. And for pile 3, we have a pink tourmaline ring with a little star on the end as well. And it's like hammered. Okay, so once you've picked your pile, just head on over to the timestamps in the description box below to find your reading more easily, and I will meet you there. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 1s, welcome to your reading. So you chose the moon earrings with the angel and the devil, which I'm going to place here. I feel like already based on what you've picked as your item, the month of March might test your morality a little bit. You might be sort of challenged on what you think is like a good or bad decision, or challenged on your like temperament. So let's take a look at your oracle card first. Yeah, that's so interesting. So you got the trout and lily of the valley with purification, and obviously you've got like the angel here. So yeah, I do think there's something that's being tested in terms of your like morality, or in terms of your purity for the month of March. And that could also be like, because I think of the trout being shrouded in like darkness, it's like deep underwater, it doesn't really come out. So it can also be about seeing like how you interact with your shadows for this month, seeing how you interact with the parts of yourself that you kind of avoid, and how you kind of work alongside that to create harmony and peace in your life. But it can also be about you coming out of your shell more as well, being a little bit less reclusive and actually stepping out into the unknown, because at the minute you might be in this like hermit phase, which I'm seeing represented by the purification and the angel. But you might actually be learning something and stepping out into the unknown, which is more of the devil phase as well. So that's what I'm seeing straight away. So let's get your tarot cards. Today's reading is going to be a little bit different from my usual monthly predictions, because usually I break it down into like career, love, you know, personal life, things like that. But I'm actually just going to do a whole card spread and just give you the overall vibes of what I'm seeing for March. We're not going to really be breaking it down like that. It's more like if it comes out, then those are topics I will talk about. But if they don't, they don't. Ooh, okay. So far you've got the 2 of coins, you have the ace of coins in reverse, the empress in reverse, the 9 of blades in reverse. That's good. Yes, I can see why you're coming out of your shell now. The 6 of cups in reverse. Lots of reverse cards going on. Oh, and the devil. Guys, oh my god. Your reading is so like, there's so many symbols. It's so symbolic. because I feel like the angel is being represented with the purification of like the trout, lily of the valley, and then you've got the devil. Also lily, oh my god, wait, hold on, I see it so much. Give me a mo. I'm looking at lily, I'm looking at devil. You picked the angel and the devil. This is crazy. So you're both, by the way, you've got both these amazing energies. The devil can be about overindulging in certain savory behaviors or habits that you need to kind of tackle. The angel can be the reverse of that, but the devil card in tarot can represent you overcoming those things, stepping out of toxic cycles and things. So it's all good stuff, don't worry. But I am going to talk about like how Lily is represented, or Lilith, in the Bible, and how that connects to the devil. I'm going to talk about that real quick. But so sometimes Lily in the Bible, or Lilith, is sort of referred to as a night creature, or like a screech owl. So essentially she's sometimes interpreted as a demon or a night spirit. And you're very much getting nighttime energy with this angel shrouded in darkness, being in the sort of like dark of the night. And you got moons as well. And oh my god, you're such an intelligent spiritual person. This is so amazing. This month is going to be really awakening for you, I think. So in the Bible, well, actually no, technically it's more like Jewish folklore. Lily was actually originally Adam's first wife. So you know how it's like Adam had Eve and Eve was created from his rib, blah blah blah. He actually had wife number one, wife number uno, who was Lily. And sorry if you already know this, but I'm gonna explain it for people who maybe don't know. And unlike Eve, who was made from Adam's rib, Lily refused to be submissive. She ended up leaving him and fled to like the Red Sea, where she allegedly consorted with demons and gave birth to like loads of demonic offspring and stuff like that. And she was punished for not coming back as well by God, because she rejected like God's authority and preferred to live with the demons. So some traditions link her with like Satan and the devil and like dark angels, which is why in some versions she's seen as like the devil's wife, or as someone who births demonic entities. And she's sometimes associated with the serpent in the Garden of Eden, who provided the knowledge, essentially encouraged Eve to bite the apple and receive knowledge of like her, essentially what was going on, like the oppression, awareness of what was happening to her. So she encouraged her to have knowledge and stuff like that. I see you as a very strong feminist, someone, or like you might not resonate with that, you might prefer a new term. So it could be that you're something even stronger and even more progressive, like a misandrist or something. But or like a intersectional feminist, or like an intersectional ecologist. Like I can see you being someone like that. But either way, you're really going against the grain, standing out, going against the status quo. Like you actually don't give a shit. Like you don't care how people treat you for it. You are going to stand on your morals. Like you're going to stand on what's right. You're standing on business. So if you see oppressed groups being oppressed, you have no problem standing up for them. And unfortunately there will be backlash for that, because we're in a world that supports predators over survivors and oppressors over the oppressed. So when you stand up for these groups, or for yourself even, you will face a lot of backlash, but you don't care. Like you're accepting the name calling of sort of like being demonic or a devil worshipper, or like not good or not an angel, because the truth is you're an angel in disguise. Like the truth is you are doing really good things. Like you, by being so moral, standing up for oppressed groups, standing up for yourself, you're the most moral, kind, empathetic, pure person there is. You're the most pure type of person, but you will be sort of labelled or stamped as like something negative, as like a devil, something bad, something demonic, because you're doing good things in a bad world, in a world that's like made to be bad, which is all that darkness around you, and you're embracing that dark label that you're going to get for it. You're fully embracing that in March. You're going to be like a really progressive activist. And it's because you're really intelligent. Like, a lot of the time, statistically, people who are more like left-leaning or are like feminists, or if you prefer a different term like intersectional feminist or intersectional ecologist, something like that, those types of people, typically they've had, you know, higher education, or they've sought to educate themselves through reading certain books and things like that. And I think that's what we're getting with the Empress as well. You are a very intelligent person, that's why you can see things for what they are. So you are doing the right things and you're standing up for people, which is really good. Much to the annoyance of this world, you know, because we live in like a patriarchal white supremacy, you know, people are not going to respond well to you going against those things. But that literally doesn't mean anything about you, because you are, like, when they call you all these things, when they call you all these derogatory names, it means nothing to who you are underneath. Because you're the only good one, like, doing the good thing in that situation. It's ironic that they're calling you all these names when it should go back on them. It's not going to keep you up at night. It is not something that's going to worry you at all. Like, you might have been someone who in the past was a bit worried about getting that backlash. Obviously it's not nice, and it can still, like, you know, affect you in that sense, but because you recognize that, like, you're doing the right thing and those people are not, the words kind of mean nothing, and so it just doesn't keep you up, it doesn't bother you. Like, you're fully stepping into your power and being like, and what? I said what I said. So I really, really love that for you. That's how you're gonna kind of be acting in March, which I really love. That was so crazy that that came up in your reading, because Lily is definitely a symbol of like feminism, independence. So that is you this month. She refused to be controlled by Adam. You're refusing to be controlled by your oppressors. You're refusing, which I love for you. So now, when we're looking at the other cards, because I was just kind of, when I just gave you that interpretation, I was kind of just taking in the earrings, this card, and these two, but I fully ignored, well, actually I did bring in this one, but I ignored these. So now I'm going to kind of talk about them all. So I would say you're kind of at a crossroads with dealing with past wounds or like internal struggles, possibly over this topic as well, because of like a material and emotional imbalance. Like, you feel like these things are directly impacting not only how you feel, but also the world you live in. Like, you feel like these things are, and validly so, actually directly impacting the type of life you are able to live. So it's like, for example, it's the way the system is set up to kind of ensure that if you are a minority, like, you can't really progress in this world, and then that's affecting your emotions. And so it's all kind of building up to this point of you being like, I've had enough, I'm going to do something about this. So you might be feeling torn between like old habits and needing growth. So in terms of like, you could keep doing the same things day in, day out, or you could start making noise and progressing and like, you know, standing up for oppressed groups, because that's what's going to enact growth and change, or even educating yourself further on oppressed groups so that you can come at it from like an understanding perspective as well. The Devil and the Empress, with the Empress reversed, also indicates possible unheavenly is what I'm gonna go with. No, I'm gonna go with more like unhealthy. I was gonna say unheavenly because we were on like a Bible theme, but I was like, no, let me take that out. Unhealthy patterns of like self-worth and relationships. Maybe you used to be someone who would give in to their demands in relationships, your partner's demands, but you're not going to be that person anymore. You're healing that, your sense of self-worth and those wounds. And you're changing what you go after as well. It's just something I was thinking about. Like, you might be a little bit more ruthless. There's a song that's popping into my head. Who is it by? It's called Simp. And who is it by? Oh my gosh. Rico Nasty or something like that. I think it was. I could be wrong, but that's coming into my head. That's your energy for March. That's what I'm seeing. Healing is happening, especially with the purification card. Even if it's slow, it is happening. You might need to like reevaluate your priorities and kind of break free from unhealthy habits as well, and purify your energy. Make room for real like abundance, emotional stability, block out people's hate. So yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Let's also get you some oracle card. Where did I put those? Just as any final messages. Oh, rainbow fluorite. Yeah, it's funny because I was talking about your temperament, and I feel like when that popped into my head, I was thinking of like the temperance card, which is very rainbowy, because it kind of talks about you finding inner peace and having a good temperament. Like, again, this is kind of rainbowish as well. So yeah, and 2 and 2. 2s are important here, so I'll look that up for you. But well, I know that they're about connections and not just connections, collaboration. There's a collaboration between your dark and light side. There's a collaboration between the sides of you you've not met yet, your shadows, and who you know yourself to be so far. There's a collaboration happening. I am focused, clear and serene. My connection to my higher self keeps me calm and focused. That's what I just said. It's going to help you feel at peace and not worry about other people and what they call you. It's going to make you feel at peace because you're connecting with your true self, your higher self, more importantly. Grounding, increases and enhancing, intuition, manifestation, third eye, crown, throat chakra, Capricorn, Pisces. Okay, strong Cap and Pisces energy. You could be a Cap or a Pisces, or these traits that they have are important to you. So Pisces, I would say, because it's the 12th house and it's like the last of the zodiac, it's accomplishment, it's your higher self, it's reaching that point of like finality, it's reaching that point of like your higher self, of you being at peace, of you, it's very much this energy of being serene and at peace even though you're surrounded by so much darkness, because you know how to handle it because you've been through the journey. Throat chakra again, so yeah, you're standing up for yourself, you're speaking your truth, you're like, you're not taking anything. If someone says something that is, you know, clearly they're saying it to keep people down and put them down, you're talking back, you're standing up against that. If someone says anything to like put you in your place or whatever, you're going to remind them of who they're talking to. And then you've got communication, so that's what I just said. Inner peace, again, that temperance card is coming into my mind. You didn't get it, but I thought of it the second that your first oracle card was here. So yeah, I see you getting really peaceful. Amplifying intuition, clarity and focus. There's a lot of emphasis on focus, like your higher self is helping you to focus. Keep calm and focus. And then you've got focus, clarity. You're being told to focus on like the bigger picture. And that your higher self can help with that. Oh. Okay, so you've got force that forces things on you. Forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. You've got groupie. Okay, dust it off, love that. Thief and ignoring. Right, I love this. So this is like the oppressor for sure, trying to force their beliefs onto you, trying to force their narrative, trying to be like, you know when people are like, oh, like, we need to be more traditional, that's the way things used to be, you should be in the kitchen and I should be out providing and blah blah blah. But baby, if you want to go real traditional, all the way back, you would be at home with the babies, I'd be out hunting. Like, if you really want to go traditional bitch. So it's like, what they say literally means nothing, but they're really trying to convince you because they want you to believe that, they really want you to think that. And you might have been someone who like was just trying to be like an appeaser, if that makes sense. Like, as I mentioned somewhere here in your reading, you might have been someone who, you know, when Adam tried to control Eve, she gave in initially until she got the knowledge from Lilith to sort of wake up. You might have been someone who gave in initially just to like keep the peace and try and like make things work like for the betterment of the relationship, even though that's like BS. And now you're not doing that, because here with dust it off, it's like you're dusting off your power, your strength to like stand up for yourself, and you're like, I don't give a fuck energy, because you're recognizing they stole something from you physically or emotionally. They were stealing your like your truth, your respect, your self-worth, your autonomy. They were stealing your rights. So you're dusting off this energy to stand up for yourself, and you're finally blocking them out. You're blocking out that noise, the stupid shit they say, the oppressive shit they say and do. You're finally blocking that all out, and that's what I see for you in March. By the way, it can apply to anything. It can apply to like any type of oppression. It could even be like in your household, like the way your family treats you or things like that. It doesn't have to be something more obvious, but I just see you standing up for yourself for sure in March, and stepping into a really powerful energy with that Lilith. So yeah, that's what I see for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. If you were drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye! By the way, I apologise for the brief reading and the fact that I've not got a lot going on here. I don't have all my things with me, so this is all I could do with what I got at the minute. But bear with me until I'm back at my usual place. Thank you. Okay, hello pile 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the little bat, which I think is so cute. And straight away, just based on what you've chosen, I'm gonna go ahead and say that for the month of March, something that's really coming through strongly that you're going to be honing in on, like a skill of yours that you're going to be developing, is definitely trusting your intuition. I think you're going to be trusting your inner voice a lot, and also not judging books by their covers as well. Okay, so okay, I was so hoping you would have had the bat, because I love it when like those synchronicities come up. But you've got the weasel and pine with introspection. That still matches, that still suits, because with the bat there is very much an internal energy of like trusting your intuition, being guided by yourself, not judging books by their covers because you're going inward and doing introspection. So you might actually be reflecting on certain areas of yourself that you want to improve, and not judging yourself like visually, like physically. You're judging yourself in terms of your like spiritual worth, in terms of like who you are as a person. You're thinking more about that and kind of assessing that. It could also be that you're someone who usually does judge books by their covers, and so with introspection it could be that you're wanting to change this about yourself as well. So yeah, you're doing a lot of like really lovely internal clearing out of like toxicity. You're detoxifying, so that's really nice. So let's get your tarot cards. By the way, pile 1 had a wild reading, so hey, pile 1 had this card. So if you were drawn to it, definitely go and check it out, because it was crazy. But if you weren't, ignore me. Okay, right. So let's see. So you have the 2 of Coins in reverse, and the 7 of Coins in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. But upright you have the King of Coins. I love that you've got two kings. The 9 of Sticks and Justice as well. Okay, before I interpret your tarot cards, I'm actually going to get your oracle cards first. I didn't do that for pile 1, but it's because straight away I like had to talk about what I was seeing. But your one feels a little bit trickier. Oh my god, I love the cards that you've got. These are like my favorite cards to get. Braciated Jasper, because it really reminds me of my cat Jasper, my previous cat Jasper. So I love that card. And also it's like Aries, so I love that as well. And there's not many Aries cards in this deck, so the fact that you did get an Aries card is suggesting to me that either you might be an Aries, or Aries energy is very important to you in March, because so So that would be leadership qualities, putting yourself first, strong sense of justice, definitely ties in with Aries. And you have, I am open to all that is around me and all that is within me. I am whole. You have the number 6, nurturing, grounding, stabilizing, mental clarity, wholeness, vitality, the root and sacral chakra. You have Aries and Scorpio. And then with your other card over here with black tourmaline, you have I am protected on all levels. I love that I pulled out dodging bullets as I read that. You also have protection, grounding, calming, root chakra again. So there's emphasis on the root, which is interesting. And then you've got Capricorn as well. And your other oracles are Queen Rising, stepping into power. Yes. Unbothered, praised, coming up, spotlight, dodging bullets, blocking negativity, that's what I said. Escaping crazy people, protected by haters, in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing, wants you back. Ooh. Okay. So the way that I'm seeing this straight away is kind of like, I just want to say like the few small messages I'm seeing, then I'll get into it. But you definitely dodged a bullet with somebody, because somebody wants you back, but they were genuinely really negative for you. Not a great person. You definitely dodged a bullet. You know this, and this is why you're unbothered and you're stepping into your Queen Rising, but that is stressing them out because you're in their head and they want you to focus on them and obsess over them too, but you're just not, because you're aware that you escaped something very negative. Like, they would have driven you absolutely insane, and so you're aware that you dodged a bullet and that you are like a very like high level person, high value person, so when they're really not, because they're not, this is stressing them out and they're thinking about you a lot. So if there's been somebody in your life who was expecting you to come crawling back, or who mistreated you in some kind of way and you've stepped away from, in whatever this is, this could be like a friendship, a relationship or whatnot, they are thinking about you in March. But yeah, you know not to go back to them. I don't even need to tell you that, you already know. So yeah, you're stepping into your queen energy. Introspection. The bat is also like very much has that energy, that like queen energy, because it's like the queen of the night, you know, is the bat. So you're going to be very ruthless and very firm in your decision to step away from this. So with like the King of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Wands and Justice kind of working together there, I can see that you're going to be feeling kind of emotionally overwhelmed in March. There might be a bit of emotional imbalance. So I think on the front, you've definitely got this energy, especially with that situation. But in general, I think emotionally you're feeling a little bit like pushed and struggling to maintain this composure, especially if this is separate, but especially if this person keeps trying to do like sweet tactics to get you back, it might confuse you. But so long as you remember how they've behaved in the past and stick true to that, then you'll be fine. But you're standing strong though with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is saying you're standing strong regardless. So regardless of what tactics they might kind of pull, you're standing strong because you know it's the right thing to do. And that's why all of those are in succession there. You're gonna focus more on the truth of the matter rather than the charades that are thrown your way. You're focusing on the truth. You're setting something right with a situation. It could be anything, by the way. It doesn't have to be like a relationship. It could also be like a little bit of like politics in like your workplace or in your personal life, maybe a legal matter. You're like, especially with the Justice card, you're making sure you don't give up on what's right. So you're standing with like truth and fairness, and you want a karmic outcome from this. You want whoever it is that did something bad to face the consequences for their actions, and that's why you're standing on business. With the Two of Coins in reverse, the King and then the Seven, so these three over here, you might be a bit overwhelmed with like your responsibilities. You've got a lot to juggle, maybe even financially you've got a lot to juggle and prioritize. But with the King of Coins, you're getting the message that like stability and success and financial security are on their way to you. So you might be struggling now, but this is like a clear, strong sign that things are going to be really, really good because of what you're doing. So it's not like struggle as in like it's not struggle like things are like being thrown at you and you can't handle it. It's more like you yourself are like, right, I'm going to be really strict and I'm going to delegate this to savings, this to this to that. And you might go without in certain areas, like you might not be able to have like fun days out because you're doing that. Like you might have to sacrifice like social events or things like that, but it's for like a greater cause in the future. So it's not like struggle like unexpected struggles, it's controlled struggles. Like you are controlling and orchestrating this for a good purpose, for the purpose of like your future stability. But you might be feeling a little bit frustrated that it takes time to grow. Like all of these coins growing on the tree, that takes time. So you might be getting a bit frustrated that it's like, you're like, excuse me, hello, I've been doing this a long time, where's my reward? So you might be like getting a bit annoyed about that or stressed about that, but try not to worry because this is your future. Also, don't stretch yourself too thin as well. Like, be grounded, be patient, for sure, but don't sacrifice absolutely every single thing that makes you happy in the month of March. Like, if you're going to be saving for March and focusing on like a goal that you want to have in the future, like there might be something you want to buy, like a new car or something, and so you're saving in order to do that, or you might be saving for car lessons or something like that. But don't get stressed about like needing to save every single little penny. Like if you want, like, I don't know, a coffee, go get a coffee. Like, you know, like don't hold yourself back too much, because then you're going to be feeling this a lot more, where you're like, this is taking so long. So make sure you still treat yourself gently and kindly through the process as well. And then I think with like the weasel, the jasper, the tourmaline, there's like a strong message of you needing to work on your introspection this month, focus on being more of like a hermit, which could also help here with your savings and with your connections with people, your relationships. So trust your instincts, watch out for like deception, like as well, because we've got the bat and the introspection card here as well. And I mentioned trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts and your like internal monologue. Trust that you know what's right for you. So if you're getting a bad feeling about someone or something, trust that. If you feel like you need to save for whatever reason, trust that. You know yourself best and you know what's right for you. So you're getting the strong message of like, it's okay to depend on yourself. You are a trustworthy person. Don't feel like you can't, or that you can't make, you know, mature decisions. Of course you can. Like, we're seeing it clearly in the cards. Observe people before making decisions as well, is what I'm getting strongly as well. Your spiritual and emotional well-being will be like a priority for this month. You're going to be putting yourself first for finally. So take time to reflect and like stay grounded and protect your energy from negative influences as well. Then with all of these other sort of oracle cards here, in March this person might even try and reconnect with you, where they're genuinely feeling bothered, like they might actually try to reconnect. And they're over analysing things too much, thinking too deep into it. They might even think you're being so empowered almost to despite them, completely ignoring the fact that you're your own person and you do things for yourself and not with this person in mind. They might be overthinking it to that level, but you're stepping into your power and recognising yourself for your worth. You're praising yourself. Other people might even be praising you as well, and you might be getting a lot of attention or success, especially because of like the queen energy and the spotlight here. You might even be getting it from them, but obviously that might confuse you and stuff, but just stay true to who you are. But with dodging bullets, definitely you're protecting yourself from toxic people. As I said, you are detoxifying and escaping difficult situations, and you're just detaching from drama and focusing on yourself. So kind of overall, I think at the start of the month you might be feeling like emotionally overwhelmed, dealing with like emotional imbalances, or like you're having to deal with a lot of like financial juggling or juggling in general of like different priorities and tasks. And you might be feeling like things aren't paying off as quick as you want them to. But as the month progresses, you'll be doing a lot of like self-reflection, grounding, clearing your mind, clearing your thoughts, protecting your energy, you know, not overexerting yourself. And that's really going to help you see things so much clearer and feel a lot better as well, feel a lot more emotionally stable. Because there's an individual who may in the past have emotionally manipulated you or made you feel emotionally unstable, or just like you couldn't trust yourself. But now you're recognizing to trust yourself and not them with the unbothered as well. You're in a much stronger place now and they can't really reach you, and that bothers them, and that's their problem. By the end of March, I think you're going to be stepping into your power. Literally, by the end. You might start off feeling wobbly, but you're stepping into your power by the end of March. You know, dodging negativity, especially with the Aries, because Aries is also April, so that's when you're stepping into your power. You're going to be dodging like negativity, feeling more confident, more stable, and more unbothered. So just trust your intuition, trust yourself, stay grounded. Don't let anyone like drag you back into like toxic cycles or habits. You're done with that, and keep your boundaries in place. And yeah, embrace the success that's coming your way, especially with Spotlight, because there's a lot of it, especially with that King of Coins, and you don't want this trash to be around when you get that success, so clear it out. So I hope that resonated with you, pile 2. If it did, please like, comment and subscribe. If you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the pink tourmaline ring with the little star. So straight away from what you've picked, I'm getting 2 things. That your dreams are important for the month of March. There's something important about your dreams potentially coming true, manifesting, or you working on them, or an opportunity coming up that could help you manifest your dreams, so look out for that. But also with the pink tourmaline, I'm getting family as well. There's some sort of emphasis on family. So let's take a look at your oracle card. So you have the salamander and black pepper with inspiration. Yes, okay, so you're getting inspired with your dreams. It could be that you're feeling inspired to pursue them, or you're getting the inspiration you need to make a project come to life. So it could be that one of your dreams is a creative pursuit. So because mine is like writing a book, I'm gonna talk about that, but you can apply anything to this. But it could be that you were stuck on like a chapter and you didn't know where to take it, or like what characters to introduce, and then all of a sudden you have like a dream, or you are daydreaming or something, and this idea just comes to you and it clicks and it makes the whole thing come together really cohesively, and so then you're like really excitedly like getting that done, and it's helping you to progress forward with that. So it's something like that, like you're able to progress forward. On top of that, with the salamander and black pepper, it's about being able to withstand heat as well. So there might be a lot of pressure for March to achieve this dream very like suddenly. I don't know why. It could be that like an opportunity has come up where it's like maybe a writing competition that finishes, the deadline is like the end of March, and you have to rush and write something so that you can put yourself forward for the competition and maybe win a prize. Like there's definitely an element of pressure for you for March, and you being able to thrive in that pressure. Like you can handle it. It doesn't even feel like pressure to you because you're really suited to it. You're really well suited to it and adaptable. So that's also what I'm seeing as well. And if anyone tries to bother you or ruin your success or steal your light or your creativity, you're such a creative person. You just bounce back immediately and come out with an even better idea that's better than the one they took. You know, like I feel like you're really well suited to whatever this environment is. Let's get some tarot cards for you, pile 3, for your March predictions. Oh, by the way, I should say, I forgot to say for pile 2, but wow, I like that. I forgot to say, but I'm not going to be doing my usual like breakdown of relationships, career, side hustles, all those things. I haven't been feeling like that suits what I'm trying to go for recently, so I'm switching it up. But also, I don't have my usual stuff with me anyway to be able to do that, so I'm just going to do like a full spread, and then if I see any messages, I'm going to apply that to your reading. So you have the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Swords in reverse, the Hanged One, the Ace of Cups in reverse, Balance and Death. Absolutely love all of these. But I do just want to get your oracle cards as well before I start interpreting. But I'm getting a very angelic feel to your reading, and I don't know if that's because of these kind of colours, because those kind of colours like make me think of angels, or if it's the fact that you've got the balance with the angel there. But like, I am getting an angel vibe to your card. You might want to check out pile 1 if you were drawn to it, because there was strong emphasis on that. Okay. Yes, an offer. I literally said, wait, why is that in reverse? I said there might be like opportunities for you, so watch out for them. And you've got an offer, giving money. By the way, this doesn't necessarily mean like actual money. It can also be like giving something very valuable to you. Queen rising, stepping into power, praise, coming up spotlight. You are getting recognized for your talents, which might be why we've got such an emphasis on dreams coming true for March. Reflecting, pole 2 was very much about reflecting, so if you were drawn there, might want to check that out. And then you've got happiness hater as well. Yeah, so as I was saying, if someone, the reason I mentioned if someone tries to like take your idea or ruin things or rain on your parade, you just bounce back. The reason I brought that up is because I thought of how with some lizards, I don't know if it's all lizards, but some lizards, like if because they're both predator and prey. Yeah, I'm getting angel energy really strongly. Because they're both predator and prey, like if something tries to eat them, like a bird or whatever, they'll usually pick them up by their tail. They'll like detach their tail like it's nothing, and then they'll just grow it back. Like, it's just very crazy but very impressive at the same time. So that's why I said that. So if someone tries to rain on your parade, it's just not going to work, because you can withstand the heat and you literally don't even notice. Like, they don't bother you. And then you also have selenite and ritualized quartz with 8, 4 and 6. I easily and clearly visualize what I wish to manifest. Yes, your dreams are manifesting, bitch. And look, it's got this like these gold like speckles on it, the lizard, and then you've got this like gold here. You're very valuable. There's something really special about this month for you as well. I am at one with myself, the earth and the universe, so the universe is going to be helping you out with manifesting this dream. Amplifies energy, psychic antenna, manifestation, all chakras, Leo, Taurus, Gemini, and you've got Taurus here. So potentially Taurus is a really important sign for you this month. It could be their qualities, it also could be the sign that you are. And then you have Christ consciousness. You might want to check out part 1 for sure. Spiritual connection, highest vibration, crown, higher crown chakras. There's like a sense of enlightenment for this month, really strongly coming in. And I think as well that death card might also play into what I was talking about the tail ripping off and you like recovering and bouncing back. Like, you can easily let go of things that don't serve you anymore, and if someone tries to rain on your parade, you can literally let that parade go and make an even better, bigger one. Just spoil the fun for the haters, you know. Right, I also wanted to say that I find it really interesting that I keep mentioning angels. You've got this angel card here, you've got Christ consciousness, spiritual connection, selenite, which is known for all that stuff connecting with the earth, the universe. You've got psychic antenna, amplifies energy, manifestation and offer. You're going to be communicating subconsciously with like the universe or your spirit guides or the world around you, the higher beings, into manifesting your dreams. You're going to be essentially asking for help subconsciously, and that's why an offer is going to come in for you. It might come in March, it might not. I feel like it would though, just because it's come out in your March pile. But an offer will be made and you will recognize it immediately, and you'll recognize you have to seize it and go after it like directly. So that might be where the pressure's coming from, but you're happy with that because it's what you want. You're literally not even slowing down long enough to notice people, you know, hating on you. So you just block them out, you keep moving. And it's really going to help you step into your Queen rising, because as well you've got stepping into power, praised, coming up spotlight. People are noticing you. They're giving you a spotlight to show your worth. It might even unlock doors for you that help to improve your finances. So it could be that you're given a spotlight that then leads to more opportunities that are actually more about financial gain as well. But in general, what I'm kind of seeing for you is that with the 5 and 4 of cups in reverse, sorry, the 5 of cups in reverse and the 4 of swords in reverse, along with like the hanged man and then the ace of cups in reverse, so those 4, what I'm kind of seeing is that you can really easily bounce back from healing from like disappointments, 100%, which is why I mentioned that tail thing, the death thing. Like, you can bounce back from disappointments, no problem. You see the positives after a loss, which is exactly how you know how to then improve that thing so that next time it's not a loss. Like, you know how people say you win from your failures, like, because you learn something every time that teaches you how to win. Like, that's you. Like, you're learning every single time that you miss an opportunity or something doesn't go right, and that has led you to this point where you're gonna know exactly how to handle this opportunity when it comes in for you. With the Four of Swords, there's like an energy of like forewarning of burning out. Like, there is pressure, but don't like feel that you need to take that on. Also, because you're not noticing the heat, you're not noticing the pressure, you might not realize it's too hot for you, like, because you're not even noticing. It's like, there was like a experiment, this is so weird, but like scientists put like frogs or toads or something in a pot of cold water and heated it gradually, and they didn't notice because it was gradual, it was changing gradually. But when they put them directly in a pot of like boiling water as opposed to cold water, they just hopped right out. That's the thing, if you were aware that too much pressure was on you, you would hop away from that situation. You'd be like, right, no, this isn't working for me, let me make adjustments, let me set boundaries. Because you're not noticing, you're not making adjustments, you're not setting boundaries. So, you know, you have to try and reflect to make sure that you're not getting pushed to your limit, so that you know when to put boundaries in place. Because even though it's a great offer, it's a great opportunity and it's fun and exciting, don't get too lost in it. Your well-being still has to come first somewhere in that. And then with like the Hanged Man, you know, I'm kind of seeing you surrendering to a new perspective of something. I also always in this deck, because it's like the ghost reflection over here, like floating around in the water, I always see this as like you're actually escaping a situation and becoming free, because this ghost reflection down here can now move wherever it wants in the water. It's almost like the soul of the ghost in a sense, even though that's like the same thing. I always see this one as you being set free from something as well. So you might feel with the Hanged Man that, especially with the inspiration, you feel inspired and you want to achieve this thing very, very quickly. You might be applying the pressure yourself. So it's like you don't even have to rush with this thing, but you might be applying it because you want it like so bad and you feel like things are moving too slow. But you have to remember to slow down and take care of yourself so that you don't burn out and that you can continue to go after this thing with like a lot of vitality and energy. I think as well with this card here, you might be applying the pressure and trying to achieve your goals really, really fast in March, because you feel like it's a direct reflection of your self-worth, and if you don't do it, then every second you're not achieving this thing, you feel really negatively about yourself. So that might also be why this reflection card is here, because it's like you need to not think that way. That you achieving this goal is not a reflection of your self-worth. It is a great accomplishment, you know, that would be worthy of like praise and spotlight and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean that it's the be all and end all of who you are. Like, definitely see your worth and your value regardless of whether or not this you know, do this dream now or later. Try not to put your worth below this thing. You're definitely in a process of emotional recovery, just because with like the burnout, pushing yourself too much, applying your self-worth to this dream coming true, I can see that in March you actually might be doing a lot of reflecting and healing with that emotional state of being. You might need to surrender to the timing of this journey, because you might be trying to rush it a lot, but you actually might need to surrender and be like, slow down, because that's kind of what the Hanged One is. It's like this ghost was running too fast and now it's ended up tied up in this tree because it didn't even see that there was something hanging there. So it's like the universe might actually be slowing you down a little bit, be like, hold up a second, follow the path, follow the trajectory, because it's really important that you slow down and enjoy those moments, because if you miss them, you might actually not get the thing as good as you could have got it had you slowed down and just enjoyed the journey. I think with like the salamander and black pepper, with inspiration, you've got a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, and a lot of motivation, and I think it's all coming in full force in March, like it's all taking over you. You might even find inspiration in new ways to express yourself as well, and see yourself. You'll be in a deep reflection phase, because we've got the ghost reflection here, reflecting here, introspection, I definitely see you doing a lot of reflecting, including past choices and future goals, because as I said, you're someone who bounces back from failures, analyzes them, and works out how to win in the future. So you're reflecting on the past and how that applies to the future. You will have a lot of people who are jealous of you, unfortunately. That is just the case when it comes to you being more successful in life. So there will be a lot of negativity and jealousy around you, you know, people who might try to dim your light. But, you know, try not to pay any mind to them. I don't think you will because of the black pepper salamander here. But yeah, try not to pay any mind to them. It's just a sign that you're successful, you know? So you might have people being haters in March, but just try and ignore it. And then you've got giving money and an offer. So I definitely see that there could be a positive financial exchange that's quite significant to you in the future based on this goal. It could also be like a new job offer or involves a situation where money plays a role. So it could be like more of a creative thing that garners money as well. So yeah, I definitely see you up leveling, stepping into your power with that Queen rising. You know, people are going to be jealous of your growth, but it won't stop you from rising with that Queen there. You know, there's an opportunity coming your way and these people aren't going to stop that. I think with the selenite, the ritualized quartz, and you know, all those sort of key points and numbers here, you definitely have a really strong spiritual energy. I definitely urge you to check out pile 1. It's not what you think it's gonna be. But yeah, I see you doing a lot of cleansing, divine connection. You might even experience like heightened intuition, especially oh my god, I was gonna say especially with the bat, but you didn't pick the bat. Maybe try pile 2 because of that. But yeah, I do feel like you have strong intuition because of these cards here. You might need to like focus on clearing out negative energy. That could also be internal in terms of how you treat yourself or value yourself or push yourself. It could also be negative energy around you for March. But your manifestation abilities are off the charts, especially because you've got psychic antennae and then manifestation. It's off the charts for this month. Like, your ability to manifest your dreams is crazy this month. Definitely seize that opportunity where you can and try and manifest where you can. You've got a lot of psychic awareness. It might really be kicking in March for you. Try to like visualize what you want, and then hopefully that will like manifest what you want as well. Maybe if you're like a maladaptive daydreamer as well, that could work for you. Because March is a really powerful time for you for spiritual growth and manifestations. I'm not sure why for you specifically, but it is. So definitely work with that. Work with what you've got. Try to protect your energy, because when you're at like a powerful spiritual point or like you're really good at manifesting, you know, that connection works both ways. So try and protect your energy from negative people and focus on self-love and like trusting that things are going to work out for you. You know, stop pushing yourself. Slow down and stop pushing yourself. I think overall this month is going to be really good for you in terms of like healing and letting go, especially of like the way that you talk to yourself or treat yourself, if that's a negative kind of way. You're going to be overcoming like past emotional pain or failures or disappointments and learning how to apply those to future goals. And also I think you're going to be transforming and reflecting a lot, and with the Death card as well, a lot of reflection and transformation, maybe even to help you become your Queen rising. Something will end, and at that point you will be in a deep self-reflection state before stepping into something better. That's with like the tail removal. You'll step into something better if someone takes something from you, or if something doesn't work out, you will just create a new better thing. You know, if they stole your tail because it had 10 of these gold spots, you'll grow back a tail with 50 gold spots, you know, or a fully gold tail. Like, you just have that ability because you're so creative and such a good manifester. And then I also think you're going to be getting a lot of opportunities and recognition in March as well, especially in terms of career potentially. And then also you got to protect your energy, especially from jealous people who are jealous of your progress, and manifest your desires. So essentially just embrace transformation, your intuition, and don't let negativity hold you back from March, because you've got such good things on the way to you. So yeah, don't get held back by negative people. So that was your reading pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye.